Welcome, ministry leadership. I realize all of you are likely having withdrawals at this point from no longer having the opportunity to gaze upon the amazing visage of your profoundly humble professor. And I felt it my duty, my responsibility and privilege to remedy your concerns, your withdrawals, your fears at not having the opportunity to interact with and see, well, namely me. So, as such, I want to welcome you to this new and exciting time. We are now in a somewhat unprecedented era. The last time we saw a true pandemic was somewhere around 1918, although the polio effects, or the polio epidemic that was experienced in our country in the 1950s had somewhat similar effects on our country. But we are in, as far as our lifetimes are concerned, a somewhat unprecedented era. And in light of that, I want to make certain to take the opportunity to engage you and just let you know I am still here for you. This class is still active, and I would encourage you to still keep the mentality we are still active students to the end of the semester. And so, in light of that, we're going to go through a few things. We'll go over how we're going to finish out our final project. We'll go over what the format will be for classes moving forward, and then a few other tidying up, house cleaning items. So first and foremost, we'll start with the format of the class. So from this point on, we're moving as there's two types of online formats. There's synchronous and asynchronous, and some of the assignments will be a little more asynchronous, but all of our class periods will still be synchronous. And what that means is we'll be operating remotely. So at 1:30 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we will still be meeting face to face over Zoom. We will, the way that this will operate is on your Populi on the left side, you see all the tabs. One of them says conferences. When you click on conferences and you go into the conferences tab, you will see a list of potential conferences that you can enter, and they will have different names. The one, for instance, when we return on Monday, March 30th, that conference will say Ministry Leadership, Monday, March 20th, 1:30. And then next to it will be a little green tab that says something like Join Conference. And when you click on that, it will automatically activate the Zoom tab and you will be entered into a Zoom. Now, I will tell you, the first time before you log on March 30th, you will want to log in maybe 10 or 15 minutes early. If you're on an Android or iOS device, then it will ask you to download the app. If you are on a PC or Mac, then it will likely ask you to download the Zoom function. Then you will just download it, activate it, and from that point on, you'll be good. You'll be entered into a Zoom meeting with me, and I will, for the majority of the class, I will have it muted, but there'll be a chat box, and if you have any questions, you're welcome to chat. We'll still have some group functions for the course. We'll still have a number of other opportunities for you all to interact, and it'll be done via Zoom. But basically, I can go through my slides, I can share my screen with you, and you'll be able to see my screen as we go through, and then I'll ask you within your group. Some of the things we're toying with is how to break them into breakout sections and stuff like that. We'll see what we can do to maximize the group learning as much as possible, and we'll go from there. So we will be utilizing Zoom, so you'll just go in there, you'll click conferences, go in there, and you'll see the active conference for that day. You'll jump in, and your attendance will be through that, will be recognized via your participation in those Zoom sessions, and they will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 1:30 to 2:20 like normal. If you have any questions about any of it, feel free to contact me. Most of you have probably used Zoom somewhat regularly, or at least interacted with it in the past. So that being said, a couple other items that I want to make sure that we cover. First and foremost, your final project. So for those of you doing paper, it's going to be pretty simple. All you're going to do is just submit your paper. There won't be a physical copy handed in at this point. You will just submit it online, and then I will go through and grade it. For those of you who are doing the video, what I'm going to have you do now is you are going to record yourself similar to the video that I'm doing. I would encourage you to do it in as professional way as you can. I still expect there to be some type of video, whatever that looks like, but you will record yourself. and then you will submit the recording as a YouTube link on the assignment link. And so you will go on there for the comments, and on the comments for your assignment, your final assignment, you will just submit your YouTube link, and then I will be able to go in and watch it. I am going to be a little flexible here. If you want to stand up, dress up and do your presentation, you're welcome to do that. If you want to use PowerPoint and do a voiceover on the PowerPoint or a Prezi, if you pay for the function to do a voiceover on the Prezi, you are welcome to do that. I would like to see at least the initial introduction be your physical introduction, but then if you go to if you integrate that into the slides and go through a video function, I am open for that as well. I'm more than willing to engage that. And so however you would like to do that is up to you. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions, but all the same parameters that were previously applied will still be applied for your recording. And then as for your other assignments, everything else can be submitted online, and so all of it will be submitted online with the same due date, with the exception of the past and future paper that I have already altered the date for. I'm just simply extending that through Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Because I realize some of you now have to make travel plans. You have to get home. People who are not intending on travel now have to, since the face-to-face ban has been extended through April 28th. And so we'll get through this together, we'll operate together. I'm excited for what this looks like, and I would encourage you all to lean in. Some of you will consider going on to a master's program, and many of your master's program will operate both online and remotely. And so this will be a good opportunity for you to engage in that format and prepare yourself for what you will experience at the next level of education. And as I said, if you have any questions, feel free to call me, text me, email me. I'm not always available in the evenings right now, but I should be back home within the next week or so. And you're welcome to contact me. I would love to interact. I realize this is somewhat of a trying time, but I am available. You can post on the dashboard. You can email me, and feel free to lean on one another. I'm still going to try to maximize group interaction as much as is possible. So be encouraged. Take heart. You all are going to be, I have no doubt you will finish strong. But like I said, just remember and maintain the mentality that this is you're still actively in school. You'll want to make sure you retain that in order to really excel through this next month. Enjoy your spring break. And I just want to close with one of the statements that one of the staff members in one of our staff meetings stated. They said, "It just appears to us that America is tired." Yes, there's all these crazy things that the government's doing, but a lot of people are just withdrawing, they're isolating, partially because they have to, but also just because it seems like America is tired. They're leaning in that this time is an opportunity to just step back. And so I would encourage you, take your spring break to relax. Engage with your family. Engage with the people that you're able to. Sometimes that may have to be digitally. Be healthy. Keep healthy practices, but also engage with your family, and also relax. Enjoy this time. Enjoy the sunshine. Be blessed during this time, but also buckle down and be prepared to really jump in once we get back on March 30th to finish strong, to catch up on whatever we need to catch up on, and to get ahead on whatever we're able to advance on. So if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to reach out and contact me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Be blessed.